What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Al back again with another power review. Before we get started, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. And also, if I miss anything, you guys want to add anything, please be sure to make sure you leave a comment in the comment section below. Um, Before we get started, I'm gonna just give you guys my initial thought on the episode. I thought it was pretty lengthy, like it was pretty long. It was a lot of back and forth scene changing, whether it was a different scene or it was just a lot of empty scenes in my opinion. Still a good show, but I figured after last week and how great that episode was, this kind of how for me it was gonna be sort of a dry show. Anyways, the title of the show is a Changed Man. So basically, we already know it's gonna have a lot of dealings with Ghost, right? Or Jamie or James, whichever St. Patrick man you want to use. So the show starts off basically we at Angela's apartment. I'm not gonna get too much into Angela and Jamie's relationship. It seems to be rekindling because I don't have time for it. I'm sorry, I'm just not here for it. I will admit we need Angela on the show. I just I could care less. I could care less about their love life. I'm gonna get right into it. We get a knock on the door. Boom. Jamie was like, just let them out. They don't know you're here. Angela was like, I can't. And she opens the door into everyone's surprise. It was Tasha. And I was just like, thank you, Jesus. It is about time that we get rid of the storyline of these two, Angela and Tasha, working together without, James or Ghost, whichever, without him knowing. I'm like, it's about time. Like, I'm looking forward to all three of these. It's not even a love triangle, but all three of these characters working together for the same cause. I am looking forward to it because, like I said, I got tired of them two trying to hide it from him. I'm tired of it. Anyways, basically, long story short, Tasha came in and was like, look, Angela, the other night when we were celebrating Tariq's birthday, I believe it's Detective, I got it in my notes here, Leroy. And he pops up with two other detectives. They asking about my gun. Like, what do I do? And, Angela basically like, I'm going to have to prep you because they're going to ask you to come in and basically interview / interrogate you, right? So James over there, he like, why y'all ain't tell me about what y'all got going on? And Tasha, I don't trust you, bruh. I can't trust you, bro. And I don't know. I just feel a type of ways about her saying that she can't trust him, especially in this moment in time when obviously Tasha and James both have the same interest in protecting Tariq bad behind. So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like maybe she should trust that the father of her child would have his best interest and they could, work together. I don't know. Her saying that just didn't sit too well with me. Anyways, then we're gonna skip the scene that basically took place at the DA office. Basically, they were just talking about the Raymond Jones case, aka Ray Ray. It was nothing. That was an empty scene in my opinion, so I'm not gonna even address it too much. Then we get a scene between Dre and I believe her name is Arlisa, Diego's sister, right? Basically, she asking Dre like, why does Diego believe that it was Tommy and Ghost to set him up that planted his gun? She already knew it was Dre who dropped dime and lied, saying that bruh, it was Tommy and Ghost. So she basically told the wannabe gangster, Dre himself, she said, find somebody else to blame, bruh. She said, we don't need no foolishness from Tommy at all. Find someone else to blame. And Dre was looking confused. Like, don't get me wrong. Listen, I understand what Dre was trying to do, trying to get Ghost, Tommy out of his way, but it ain't gonna happen that way. It's just not. Next we get a scene where Ghost meets up with Proctor, right? After Ghost finds out that Angela and Tasha is working together, and I guess now he feels somewhat included, right? He basically go to Proctor to ask him about hypotheticals, like hypothetically, what would you do if, the police were investigating a murder and they want to call you in and ask you about a gun that was reported stolen and XYZ and Proctor basically said you need to hire a lawyer, a good one who can make this stuff, who can find somebody else to put the blame on. That's number one. And who could get you and who could get you off. And he was just like, you know what, James Ghost, he was just like, cause I guess Proctor believes that, Ghost is talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? So he basically was like, Ghost came and told the truth, like, listen, it's not me, it's Angela, Tasha working together, and he told Ghost, stay out the way. He said, think about yourself, something that we all know you know how to do. And then we get this quick scene, basically, Tyreek declines Ghost call. Ghost was calling to apologize about, his birthday night. Tariq, we ain't gonna even spend no time on him. Next, we get a scene where Tariq is at his new school. It looks, I'm with Kanan. Kanan was like, yeah, this some bougie, this bougie. Just like Ghost to send you to some bougie crap. Anyways, Tariq is in his dorm, and I guess one of his friends or his roommate or whatever pops up, and he finds the, I guess, sleeping meds that Tariq stole from Tosh. Bro was like, yo, you selling these? How much you selling these for? Like, I got you. I love these things. My sister used to have them. Tariq like, they ain't for sale, right? Which kind of surprised me at first, but the episode is gonna go on. We all know, right? So then Tariq get a text from Kanan, his BFF. Tariq loves Kanan, y'all. I'm just convinced he wishes Kanan was his biological father. Like, he's so tired of Ghost. Anyways, that's pretty much it, right? Then we get a scene where Tommy is with Daddy, aka Teresi. Listen, I'm so sick of these two. We got to figure out a way to right Teresi off, send him back to prison, get him eliminated, get him killed. I don't know. We got to figure out. Anyways, basically, they and Tommy Mustang. It wasn't too much in the scene. Basically, Tommy told him, be a lookout. I got to go handle something. Basically, well, not basically. Tommy just went and planted the tracking device on Dre's vehicle. That's it. That was pretty much the end of that scene. That was it. Next, we get another scene. We at Angela place, right? It was, I believe at first it was just Angela and Jamie. Yeah. So she ended up getting a text from Tommy, and Tommy was just like, turn on the tracker, right? Okay, cool. We got that storyline. Then we get a knock. It's Tasha. It's Tasha. Tasha basically coming in, telling them about the interview that's gonna be set up and whatnot. Long story short, Angela felt the need to tell Tasha that me and James, we aren't sleeping together. And Tasha just like, bro, I don't care what y'all do. Y'all can have each other. Y'all can get married. Like, that's not my interest right now. I don't care. We leave that scene. I'm just like, let's kill it with the love triangle. I know it's a part of the show, but whatever. All right. So then we get a scene between Councilman Tate and Dre at Truth. Basically, they were waiting on James to come down, but they was having a chit chat. Basically, Councilman Tate like, bro, Dre, how do you know James? Dre just kind of gave him the straight up, smooth sailing answer, like, I used to work for him, in Truth. We was good, we worked good together, that sort of thing. And Tate like, bro, stop the BS. You can't lie to me. James already told me you sell dope. Oh man, it was so funny. Anyways, that scene was over. I thought that was just kind of funny. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Then Ghost comes downstairs. Basically, I believe it was Councilman Tate that was basically saying, look, I'm gonna give you guys an update on the Queen project. All the donors are gonna be audited, and obviously Ghost is a donor. So, Ghost is smooth. He ain't got nothing to worry about. That was pretty much it between those three. Then Tate leaves, and is Dre walking out. Ghost like, let me holler at you, man. Let's call the truth, right? So Dre was like, I don't think that's in my best interest, man. Like, I hear you, but let's just sleep on that. Let's just dead that. And James was like, look, I prove to you, like, look, I get you your job back at the, at the club. And Dre like, how you gonna do that? He was like, the non-compete clauses, we can negotiate that. So long story short, I guess Ghost trying to be a change man. I mean, I don't even know if he still want Dre dead, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We not gonna talk about that. Anyways, then we get a scene where Mark, he goes to meet Proctor's baby mama, Lindsay. Long story short, man, this dude is desperate to get some dirt on. He don't care who it's on. Whether it's James St. Patrick, aka Ghost, or it's Angela. He basically told her, like, look, either you work with me, cause you ain't got nothing, you a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get no full custody unless I say something, X, Y, Z. He basically say, like, look, just give me some information saying that your baby daddy lied about not being in contact with, that side of the family, his rough side of the family, the name that he dropped side of the family. And I knew deep down that Trick was gonna snitch, man. She just looked like, and listen, I understand it's a storyline. I don't care what Proctor doing. And how can you give full cut? How can you go and tell someone who is battling drug addiction that I'm gonna get you full custody of your child if you snitch or you roll on your baby daddy? I don't understand it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Then we get a scene with Sax. He's looking through. We already know what he's looking for. He's looking for the ballistic report. We already know. That's what he's looking for. Then he asked one of the employees, like, can you do me a favor? That was it. Nothing there. But we already know anything he can find to get rid of Angela, he's gonna do. All right, then we get a good scene where Drake have a meeting with his boys, Too Big, and I guess, I don't know the other cat name, he goofy. They basically talking about the Hyenas and how they, Hyenas, I think I'm saying it right, how they being dropped off, how they just dropping off the map, right? Also, he talks about how he believes it's Cristobal who setting up the Jimenez cartel, the brother and the sister, right? And he also thinks Cristobal is setting him up because Dre's paranoid at this point. He feel like someone is following him. He feel like someone trying to take the organization right from underneath him. You know what I'm saying? So he's looking around like it got to be Cristobal. It got to be Cristobal. And I mean, you guys know how I feel about Dre. I don't think he's a boss at all, but I mean, at least he's thinking at this point, right? I mean, but that's pretty much what that scene was. And that was it. Okay, then we get a scene. We at Tommy crib now. Tommy playing with his daddy again. I'm so sick of these two. Listen, he's still telling too much of his business to his daddy, who he supposedly don't know if he can trust. It's like one episode, I feel like Tommy is really smart. Like, he's becoming smarter than we get this episode. I'm like, he's still the same old dum-dum, and it just pisses me off. Like, dude, like, come on. And basically, he tell his dad, like, I ain't got nobody to move my drugs. And I understand that part of Teresi's deal is they don't really want Tommy, they want James. But still, like, Tommy, you don't know if you could trust him. And then, Ghost knocks at the door. He pays Tommy a visit. And I believe Ghost was coming to tell Tommy something else. I don't know what it was. Because when Ghost walked in, he seen Teresi there. He was just like, his whole facial expression just changed. Like, I can't talk around this dude. I don't know this dude. You know what I'm saying? And then what really killed Ghost was the fact that Teresi said, "What's up, Ghost?" And I'm feeling like Ghost has been telling Tommy for the longest, don't tell your daddy about me. Don't tell him about what. Don't tell him, like, you don't know if we can trust him or anything. And that moment on, Ghost was just like, he just told Tommy, like, look, because he was like, can I talk privately to Tommy? And Tommy, whatever you got to say to me, you can say in front of my daddy. You can say in front of my daddy. And I'm just like, man, this Tommy really pulling the family court with somebody he really don't know if he can trust. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it just kind of irritated me, you know? Anyways, like I said, I believe Ghost was coming to tell him something else, but he ended up saying, Tommy, I can't launder your money through the club anymore. I'm getting audited. And basically, Tommy, he upset. But I don't blame Ghost. Like, I'm just walking into a complete disloyal situation. Like, your daddy know me as Ghost. Like, that's a problem. And also, I mean, just wait to Ghost finds out about Tommy letting Kanan run drugs. It's gonna be bad, right? And then we get a scene. The next scene, Dre pulls up on Ontario, basically about he need a translator because previously I forgot to mention that Cristobal came to the meeting with Dre, Too Short, and the other cat that's in his crew, and basically Cristobal was like, bro, ain't nobody crossing you. Like, I'm trying to figure out why all my men dropping. And long story short, I would from Cristobal walked off speaking Spanish, and now Dre looking for a translator. And so he talking to Ontario, and I forget how it comes up, but Ontario was like, bro, you know Diego think it was you that planted the gun. Plot twist. It's like, so Diego is not believing Dre when he said it was Tommy and Ghost. He thinks that it was Dre. I was like, okay, Diego, let's kill Dre. Anyways, long story short, he basically told Ontario, you know what I'm saying, hey, look, you doing it. You doing it. I'm going to tell you, we'll be meeting tonight. You're going to be there. That's basically how that ended. Next, you know, we have a scene between Mark Sachs and Teresi. Basically, Teresi mad. Teresi like, man, y'all gonna get me caught. Every time I tell y'all something, y'all react to it like that, and it just be small stuff. Like, why y'all auditing James and the donors? Like, chill out, man. Let me give you something big. And I'm just like, this snitch, he doing a good job of being a snitch. I cannot. Let's just kill him. Anyways, they agreed to back off. They agreed to back off. I guess he made a good point. So they agreed to back off. Then we get a scene. Basically, Angela she's tracking the tracking device. She gives Tommy a call, like, bro, I don't see no car. Tommy gave her the tea, like, it's inside the warehouse. Look here, don't call me no more. I don't do what I said I'm gonna do. And she see Diego, whatever. She take a picture. We ain't gonna get it. It wasn't nothing much there. Then we get a next scene. We back at Ghost penthouse. Basically, that dog on Tasha be pissing me off. This man is trying to apologize to you and admit his wrongs. Basically, Ghost was like, look, I'm sorry. When we got married, I made all these promises how I'm going to protect my family, do right by my family, make sure that we good. And I have it. He trying to apologize. Then he go as far as saying, you know, I can't help but feel like I pulled the trigger on my baby girl. And Tasha, look, listen, I can't stand Tasha, but we going to talk about the show. Tasha was like, don't do that. See, I don't believe that. You making this all about you, and it's not about you, Ghost. It's about our baby girl. It's about Tariq. And I'm glad they got off of that, because Tasha was like, you lying, and Ghost was like, look, I know it's going to take some time to forgive me or whatever. And Tasha was basically saying, like, she looked at him like, bro, ain't nobody, you know what it is? She looking at him like, bro, ain't nobody going to forgive you at all, ever. She looking at bro like, you just kill it. And then, you know, Ghost asked her, like, how you know you can trust Angela, right? And Tasha was like, she still love you, Ghost. I'm gonna leave it at that. We done with that. Then, you know, we get a scene where Proctor meets up with his family, the other side. I don't really know their names yet. But long story short, I believe when Mark pulls up, he was like, I knew you were lying. I knew you were lying. And basically he was like, look, you got 24 hours to, you know, turn over the rights to your daughter and, do whatever it is. That Mark is, like I said, anything to bring down James and Angela. I ain't really mad at him. I am, but he doing a good job being irritating to us. Then next we get a scene. Angela and Ghost meet at her place. You know what? We ain't gonna even talk about this. We don't care nothing about their love affair. Skip. Then we get a scene. Daddy pulls up on Tommy. It was Daddy and best friend forever, Sammy. And Tommy, the dumbest stepson, I don't know what he is. Basically, they done came up with a plan to move Tommy weight. They basically gonna smuggle the drugs in the prison the same way they used to do when Teresa was in through Noodles. And so Tommy was like, man, it's great to see you, Uncle Sammy. I'm glad we're able to put that stuff in the past and work together now. Whatever. Tommy walks off, and these two, Sammy like, man, I ain't really feeling your son, man. Teresa like, man, chill out. Everything gonna go as planned. We're gonna set him up. We're gonna turn in Ghost, and we're gonna be in the clear. We're gonna be back in. Are they really out with the family? I don't really know. I have to go back and check that. But he like, bro, we don't care nothing about Tommy. We trying to set his behind. I'm just like, Tommy, once again, the people who are closest to you been telling you, don't watch who you trust, dude. And your daddy is a snake. And like I said, one moment in previous episodes, I'm like, man, Tommy is really coming around as far as like, he's thinking like, I don't know if I can trust my dad. But now I'm just like, man, I hope he got a master plan in mind where all this gonna come back on Teresa. That's the only thing I can hope. We're gonna really skip the scene where Kanan pulls up to Tariq's school. You already know. You already know. Then we get a scene between Ghost and Councilman Tate. Basically, Ghost is apologizing for his actions and, talk about, man, I've been dealing with the stress, everything that's going on with the loss of Raina. And basically, what I took from this episode was, don't nobody trust Ghost. Because Councilman Tate said, bro, I don't trust you. I don't trust nothing you say it. So Ghost was like, man, I'm gonna do something for you, bro. I'm gonna donate $50,000 to whatever cause Tate got going on. Who knows? Tate is a snake. I can't stand him, but Ghost gonna give him $50,000. So he was like, I trust you now, bro. It's all about the money with Tate. Then we get the scene that I was waiting for. The interview between Tasha and Sergeant, I want to say her name right, Blanco. She been really on this Raymond Jones case. Listen, Tasha, I was sitting there and I'm just like, this why Tasha, she pisses me. She got all that mouth, and every doggone season when things hit the fan, Tasha always in the background giving advice on what should happen, what we should do, who should be killed. And now her behind sitting in the police interrogation room, and she's scared. Now, I'm going to give her credit. She did not crack. She did not crack at all. I'm going to give her credit. But what she did was she let Sergeant Blanco put all of that doubt in her mind. The doubt that basically Angela and James are trying to blame you, set you up, take the fall for killing Ray Ray. She was like, Angela found the bullet at the crime scene. And just so happens it was your gun, and how come the gun that was Ray killed with matches the bullet? I'm just like, Tasha, like I said, it's why I can't stand her. She always doing this right here. She always want to stay in the organization, but when her behind is under fire, she lets people put doubt in her mind, which is what you cannot do. If you are loyal to your crew, your organization, your family, however you want to put it, stay loyal. You don't let nobody just change your mind. That's why I can't stand her. I can't stand her. And then the Blanco was like, so what happened to the gun? And Tasha told the story. When Raina died, people was in and out. Next thing you know, it just disappeared. I put it in the safe. I put it shoebox, wherever. And so Blanco was like, that all sound fine and dandy, but we need somebody to verify that. Because if they don't, it's just hearsay. Like we not believing that. And so this fool She must be she got a fool as a side piece. She said Silver see her put it there. And I'm just like, boy, he gonna be mad. He gonna be mad. You know what? She ain't gonna have no choice but to come clean to Silver about who killed Ray Ray and she's not. If she's gonna use him, you know what? I'm gonna hope he has enough man in himself to be like, Tasha, if you want my help, you want me to lie for you, you're gonna have to tell me the truth and really tell me the truth. Listen, that scene was hilarious because like I did not see her. I was mad we didn't even see Silver this episode. No, I wasn't mad. Let me shut my mouth. Anyways, basically, then we get a scene where Tariq and Kanan, they going somewhere. Who knows? And long story short, Kanan was like, you know, it's good that your dad killed Ray Ray, or whatever the case was, because he was talking to Tariq about getting some money. He was just like, it ain't the same no more now that Raina's gone. He was like, it's a good thing that your dad took care of that. And Tariq was like, I killed that fool, man. Like, nah, don't be giving my kills to my daddy. Like, no. So, and I believe Kanan already knew that. Because like I said, Kanan already know Tariq is a gangster. He knows it. He knows one when he see one. Anyways, obviously Tariq knowing Ghost sent a text saying that you get my message, apologizing. We don't even much care about that. Don't apologize to your son, because he needed behind beat by you. Anyways, so they proceed to go to a friend's house. I believe they said Kanan said his name, Double Deuce, I believe. I could be wrong. And they talking business. This is a friend from when Kanan was locked up in prison. Long story short, Double Deuce said, bro, we can't do that no more. Things change all the time in this business, and we just cannot do it. And Kanan wasn't having it. Listen, obviously, in my mind, Kanan was in prison. He was kind of like laid back, cool. Because in my mind, if you know what this dude capable of, why would you go back on something you say? So long story short, he didn't kill him, but he beat the dog, you know what, out of him, man. And he told Tariq, take his money, we out of here. Then they get back to the gate. The security officer, top flight security, whatever you want to call it, he was like, where you guys coming from? I got a noise complaint. Tariq got him out of the situation, faking an asthma attack or whatever. We don't even listen. I'm not sure if I'm really here for the Kanan and Tariq storyline again. I don't know. I don't know how much more they can get out of it, honestly, because to me, Kanan character is just a low-level drug dealer that wants to be big time, but I just cannot see him being big time. Like I said, the game has evolved so much. It's more to it than just running the street and putting product out there. You have to find businesses to front the product and cover up the money trail. Tariq is not smart enough to know that. I don't think I'm here for another Tariq Kanan storyline part 2, right? Then we get a scene where Proctor meets with Ghost, and he like, I done lost my baby girl, bro. I need you to sell my baby mama some crack. And the changed man, Ghost, was like, I can't do that. And so he was like, long story, I'm gonna just cut that scene short. He was like, go ask Tommy. Tommy might can help you. And listen. He don't want no dealings with Tommy. He was like, Tommy. Anyways, then we get a scene between Ghost and Dre. Basically, Ghost was like, Dre, I need a favor. I need you to take out Tommy Connect. I believe he said the Connect name was Jason, because Ghost he's the brains of the operation, man. I'm telling you, Ghost, he sees what Tommy cannot see. He knows that Teresi is really just it's a bad vibe around that whole situation. So he like, I'm gonna stop whatever potential business Tommy has in the future, with this kill. So Dre was like, all right, I'll do it, but I need you to do me a solid as well. And the changed man. He basically was like, okay, what is it? And so Drake was like, kill Diego. And Ghost looking like, man, that crazy dude, man, really. But you know, I think Ghost gonna do it. I think. All right, then you know we get the hilarious scene, in my opinion. I believe it was an AA meeting where Proctor pops up on his baby mama Lindsay. I believe he was giving her the paperwork for the rights to their daughter. I'm not sure exactly what the paperwork was, and he basically asked her why you dime me out? Like, come on now, you know our daughter is better with me, XYZ. Like, why you dime me out, right? And so she told him, like, look, they said they gonna give me custody of my daughter. If not, because that's the only way I was gonna be able to get custody of her, right? So she opens the envelope. And like I said, that boy Proctor don't want nothing to do with Craig. He's scared of Tommy. He don't even want to ask Tommy for a favor. He gonna slip a little nickel bag of coke in there. He trying to set his baby mama up. He trying to make her sniff that mess so bad, man. Listen, I ain't gonna even comment too much more on that. And she threw it back at him. She's stronger than, she obviously stronger than I guess he giving her credit for at this point in time. You know, then we get a scene between Angela and, you know what? We not here for their relationship. We gonna skip that scene. Like I said earlier, they did a lot of switching back and forth. So we back into the Tasha interrogation, and they basically just putting it out there, putting all this doubt in Tasha's mind, saying how Angela pointed the bullet out in the crime scene, and like I said, just and this is why I can't stand Tasha. I addressed it earlier. I'm not going to address it again. She just letting them put all this doubt in her mind, which is horrible. Next, we get a scene between where Dre meets up with Diego's sister, Arlisa. And basically, he uses bait, I believe it was Ontario, to basically set Arlisa up and saying that Diego knows that it was you who planted his gun, right? And so she confessed to it, like, dang, like, how you found out? And I'm just like, look at Dre pulling a boss move. He finally got some points from me, like, he pulled a boss move. He used a sacrificial lamb to do it. I got to give Dre a round of applause for that one, man. I did not see Dre pulling that at all. So, long story short, Dre added, what you want me to do? What if I already got this guy who's willing to kill Diego, or should I, tell him to back off? And she was like, we just going to see how this play out. And then, like I said, he needed a sacrificial lamb, so he ended up they ended up burning Ontario up, right? Then, we go back to Tariq's school, and basically he ended up selling the pills that he stole from his mother's room that she don't even know they gone. That just made me wonder, was you really taking them pills, girl? Was you really taking them? Like, you haven't even noticed that they gone. I just can't. But anyways, he ended up selling the pills to his roommate or friend or whoever that guy was, and he hit up Kanan and was like, it's a market for these up here. Get me some more. I gotta get my money up. And I'm just like, come on, man. Like I said, this is another reason why I cannot see Kanan being a big dog in any organization. He is so petty. Like, listen, like, you got to think bigger than what he's thinking. And I feel like him and Tariq is on the same page, because if they could sell some pills or whatever through a high school or middle school or whatever kind of school it is, they're going to do it. Like, come on, bro. The gang, like I said, a low-level drug dealer So we get the scene that I thought that it was not gonna happen, but I should have known because of how the writers write the script. Where basically Tamika was like, "I'm shutting down the St. Patrick investigation." That was what she told Mockingbird. And they was like, "But Angela," she was like, "I hear you, but we don't have proof." And I'm sitting there watching the show, and I was just like, watch and see they come up with some proof. And I'll be dog on. That doggone Sachs comes up with the missing ballistic report from Tasha's gun. I don't know what Tamika's gonna do with it. Part of me just hopes that she goes to Angela and gives Angela a chance to lie her way out of the situation, because I cannot stand Tariq, but she's doing it for a good cause, I guess, to save a kid who, trying to get some revenge for his twin sister's murder. But I just knew that wasn't gonna happen, but I should have known. Then we get, and by the way, now we got Angela is back under fire. When it looked like we about to shift focus from Angela to just killing all of that, now she's back under fire. And I'm just like, let's just leave Angela alone. She's gonna find a way to get out of it. She's too important to the TV show. Let's get rid of Mark and Sachs, or give them a new role that they can be happy with. Then we get the scene. When I tell you I cannot stand that dog on Tasha, she gonna pop up back after she done been interrogated. My bad, I'm giving her too much. Interview by the NYPD lady, whatever, Blanco. She pop. Y'all trying to set me up? Angela, is it true you found the bullet and knew it would trace back to me? And I'm just like, this is why I can't stand her. Like I said, when it was Ghost, when it was Timing, when them cats was doing they bid, when they was getting interrogated by the police, they stayed silent. But now that the heat is on you, you letting them put all of crazy doubt in your mind. And I'm just like, you are working with Angela to help your son, and you get off. Why would she be trying to set you up? Why would you get what I'm saying? Like, why would you let them put that doubt in your mind? Like, I'm just lost. And Tasha was like, Ghost. Anyway, like I said, they fighting for the same cause, which why you can't trust Ghost? But that's it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Anyway, Ghost was like, I'll handle it. And she was like, no, I got it. And they was like, what you gonna do? And she was like, I'm gonna get Silver to lie for me because he loves me more than you ever loved me. And the show just went off with Ghost, with Jamie and Angie standing there like, just jaw dropping. I'm just like, we don't care. Like, listen, that's it. I'm looking forward to Tasha's conversation with Silver next week. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the side chick do. The side piece, I'm sorry. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment down below, and hit the subscribe button for me. And I'll see you guys next time with another review. Peace.